Officials here on St. Kitts and Nevis used the recently held Global Sustainable Island Summit hosted by the Federation to launch the country's Sustainable Island State Agenda, or SISA, bringing focus to the 7 essential pillars that will make it work, according to Senator Dr Joyelle Clarke, Minister with responsibility for sustainability, the environment, and for climate action. Following the launch of the Sustainable Island State Agenda, Dr. Clarke discussed the agenda and its important pillars with SKN Newsline, looking at some of the long-term expectations for the citizens and residents of St. Kitts and Nevis.
We expect change by 2040. We expect that the pursuit of our Sustainable Island State Agenda means the protection of livelihoods and lives, protection of our ecosystems, of biodiversity, and of course that we are able to not just survive with the climate crisis and environmental crisis that we're experiencing, but thrive right here in St. Kitts and Nevis. And we decided that the best approach to our sustainability, to our survival, to thriving, was working towards the acceleration of the Sustainable Development Goals. As you know, we have just 5 more years left to meet these goals, and globally we are not on target. Regionally, we are not on target. So nationally, we won't be on target for many of the goals because of COVID-19. However, we needed a way to accelerate getting to these goals, and our Sustainable Island State Agenda is that accelerator model. We've twinned this with or modeled this from our National Development Planning Framework, which sets out an agenda for economic and environmental resilience by 2037. Putting them together means looking at the key areas for survival, key areas for sustainability, and that's where we get our 7 pillars.
The agenda comprises 7 areas that require distinct and successful outcomes, as each impacts the whole in what really is an integrated approach to achieving the crucial sustainable island status.
We started with water security, consultations, especially from the insistence of Minister Maynard. Energy, we have to solve energy. And we've heard Minister Maynard and Premier Brantley and Prime Minister say, you solve energy, you solve food, you solve water, you solve food. So we reoriented the pillars to have pillar number 1 being renewable energy, energy security. Pillar 2, water security. Pillar 3, food security. 4, sustainable industries, and this includes manufacturing, recycling. It includes ensuring that everybody has a thriving business in St. Kitts and Nevis. Sustainable settlements, as you know, a big part of our mandate, and any government that wants to be successful is providing home options for persons. And here we need climate smart, resilient housing and settlements. And it goes beyond just the physical structure, but actually having sustainable communities where people could thrive and live well. And we move to circular economy, and I have no qualms in saying that the Ministry of Environment is adamant that we are going to have a circular economy here in St. Kitts and Nevis. It's no longer purchase, consume, dispose. You purchase, you consume, you reuse, you recycle, you upcycle, and you add economic value to our what would have been waste products. And then our last pillar, number 7, is health and social protection. And because of interventions from young persons, including Lake Health and Well-being, we adjusted the pillar definition from social protection to health and social protection, giving more eminence and prominence rather to health, given our experiences with COVID-19, pursuit of a, let's say, national health insurance system, and just ensuring that people are able to survive as the climate changes, environment changes, and our health would also change.
In an ever-changing political and economic global environment, accompanied by adverse impact from climate change events, island states globally have recognized that urgent and radical change within each country is required in order to successfully face the challenges that place significant pressure on small island countries. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.